Hey guys, Steven here, Fanatic Perspective. It's been a minute since I've been talking about my Dallas Cowboys, but damn it, I am so proud of these guys today. 2-0 start to the season. I just came back home from the Cowboys home opener at AT&T Stadium where we kicked the Jets behind 30 to 10. Very dominant victory. Granted, yes, totally understand the Jets are without one Aaron Rodgers playing Zach Wilson. But the Cowboys defense did exactly what you expected. Three interceptions, harassed them all day. Zach had some success in the half with his legs of the first half and, trying to make some things happen. But one of the things I was just really just right off the bat impressed with, Cowboys opening drive on offense. When you come out and beat a team 40 to 0 against the New York Giants on the road, divisional opponent, all the hoopla around the Giants free agency, and follow me here. Daniel Jones' new contract, Brian Daboll, is this genius coach, and the success they had against the divisional round, despite the fact that they've had no success against us, especially when we've had Dak Prescott at the helm, really since 2016. So that's a minute, right? And we do all that, and you still have people talking about, oh, our offense didn't look great. Our offense was inconsistent and all these type of things. In the Giants game, with weather, with the fact that we're scoring on special teams and defense, and at that point in the game flow matters. We just disregard all football logic and want to be critical of stats, right? Well, how about this for stats today, right? They come out right out the gate, score a touchdown against one of the best defenses in the NFL, against one of the best defensive fronts led by Quinnen Williams of the New York Jets in the league. So how about this for stats, since everybody wants to talk about, oh, they didn't do this, they didn't do that last week. Well, this Cowboys team comes out, and I want to add this here and spotlight this, and I don't like just getting into numbers, but since people get obsessed with numbers, let's talk about numbers in this game, right? You come out, you lead an opening drive, Ferguson touchdown right off the bat. Dak starts this game 12 of 12, again, against one of the best defenses in the NFL. This is the same defense on Monday Night Football that turned over Josh Allen 4 times. The beloved media darling Josh Allen. This is this CeeDee Lamb, Mike McCarthy now as the play caller, the Texas Coast offense, these West Coast concepts. CeeDee Lamb lining up all over the field, just being dynamic as hell. Jalen Tolbert, look, the stat sheet's not going to reflect Jalen Tolbert's impact, but his ability to get open, be available on third down, replacing Brandon Cooks in the rotation, and also generating penalties downfield. Pass interference in the end zone that leads to a score. To Schoonmaker getting his first career touchdown. Look, we can talk about the run game and the struggles here. Now, we were able to run the football a lot just because, again, game flow, yet again, trying to run the clock out, working on some things. But, guys, this is one of the best defensive fronts in the league. You're not just going to be able to walk into anywhere and run the ball in the New York Giants. But when you hold an opponent to this and you take care of the football, because everybody's so obsessed with interceptions and turnovers, and we did that today, right? Because you guys are right in that regard. We're playing with a dominant defense here in Dallas now. DQ is killing it on that side. So yeah, there has to be a mindfulness to protecting the football if you're Dak Prescott in this offense, if you're Brian Schottenheimer, if you're Mike McCarthy. Totally understand that. But we're going to come out and be aggressive, right? And I think we were today. We threw 26 passes in the first half, really attacking that intermediate aspect of the Jets defense, working in some screens. You saw Dak utilize his legs earlier in the game, just anything to kind of help with that run game, especially while we're banged up front on the offensive line and kind of sorting through some things. But this Cowboys team, so far through 2 weeks, looks like an absolute juggernaut at the NFL level. I mean, defensively, when we go back and look here again, Micah Parsons at this point, we talk about him being a favorite for Defensive Player of the Year, but you look at the production here. This is absolutely incredible. You look at the harassment that they of Daniel Jones last week. Absolutely incredible. And just keeping that up week over week, and harassing and doing what they're supposed to do against Zach Wilson. And I'll stop sharing here. I've I don't think I've ever been so stress free during a Cowboys game that I've attended. Not in a while. I mean, a I'm gonna say this because I feel like we don't say it enough. I understand that we have not achieved and met the expectation of where we want to go in the postseason, but let's save that shit to when we get there. Okay. I've been blessed enough, at least over the last 3 weeks as a Cowboys fan, or 3 years as a Cowboys fan. Mike McCarthy, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, Leighton Vander Esch. Guys have won 12 win seasons, back-to-back seasons. This team at home has been really, really good. This team the last 3 years has been really, really good. I know we got to finish down the road, but we can't do anything about that in September but look good and execute. And every Sunday, this team is giving me good product. I don't see my team. I don't see us stressing out around like we see other teams around the league, where you're looking at some of these teams. You're like, oh, what's going on with Joe Burrow? What's going on with this quarterback? Or they look shaky, or they look this. The Cowboys look buttoned up. They look crisp. They look like they're hungry and ready to contend. And there's a particular team, the San Francisco 49ers, that has put us out the last 2 years. We got to get it back in blood at some point. We actually get to play them in the regular season this year, so we'll get a litmus test. They've got a ton of weapons. They look phenomenal. The Eagles are 2-0. But we're in that tier because to me it's a 3-team tier in the NFC before that drop-off happens. The Cowboys are – you're damn right the Cowboys are in that tier. Ask New York if we're in that tier. Ask New York if we're in that tier. New York teams, 70-10, if my math's correct. 70-10 in the last 2 weeks to start this season. The energy in that AT&T was outstanding. Shout out to my friends from Thumbprint, taking care of my wife and myself, Tommy and Brian and Anna. Wonderful team over there at Thumbprint, inviting us to the game today and just getting to see some great Cowboys football, great people. It's great watching the game. It's even better watching the game with great people. So shout out to Thumbprint and Brian and Tommy and Anna over there. But, man, this Cowboys team, offense, defense. Shout out to Aubrey, our kicker, our new kicker, out here hitting the boot from 55 yards out. They just look buttoned up. They look well coached. Mike McCarthy, I think, is more comfortable in running this style of offense. I think this is one of the best things to happen for Dak Prescott. And I'll end here in terms, since everybody loves talking about Dak. At the end of the Romo era, we started to become so proud of Romo, and we love Romo because of where he got in his football acumen and it joining with his prime, especially no better example than that 2014 season. Unfortunately, he was derailed with injuries afterwards in 2015 and 2016 until Dak came and took over. But when his mind met his abilities and it seemed like the game had slowed down and he really had full control as well as the team around him, y'all got to understand, Dak is just now entering that phase of his career where the game is even slowing down more. Dak's always been an outstanding cerebral quarterback, one of the best at the line of scrimmage, but it's now slowing down even more. And so we're stepping into that phase now where we have all these weapons, young weapon in CeeDee Lamb, the weapons on defense. Hopefully Cooks comes back. But even all these young guys that we're working in, think about all the young tight ends, the young running backs, the young receivers that are on the field. Who do you think is directing all that traffic? And I look, y'all can talk about, oh, we kicked a bunch of field goals, short yardage, blah, blah, blah. We played an elite defense with an elite front seven today. They don't give up 18 points and a half too often. They don't give up 30 points too often, these New York Jets. And they won't. They're going to fight for their right to party as long as they can. But please understand, this is an exciting time to be a Cowboys fan with where 4 is in his maturation and development, with Mike McCarthy's comfort of this team, and Dan Quinn's home run defense, look out. Look out. I'm excited to whoop some Cardinals ass next week. I can tell you that much. Look, I'm happy to be back making Cowboys content. It's been a minute, but we back up. All right. You put the word out, you share with a friend. If you like my Cowboys stuff, I'm gonna shoot it to you straight. No dope. Or all dope, no chaser. All right. We're gonna shoot it to you straight. Let people out there know. Follow me on social media. Just trying to stay active and continue to grow this channel. These are my favorite teams: Cowboys, Longhorns, undefeated as a football fan here in 2023 so far. I love to see it with these 2023 Texas teams. We killing it. So follow your boy. I appreciate y'all. How about them Cowboys?